Hi everyone, this project is a restaurant booking system made with Python. It uses a queue data structure to keep track of customers booking. The system lets you add booking, then process booking, and you can also view the bookings. So I used tkinter for GUI here, so you can see the final output of this project. So this is the booking interface I created using tkinter, and you need to enter your name, let's say Rajeshwar, and the number of people, and you can simply click on add booking, so it will add the booking, and you can enter the second name, third name. So you can see the bookings here. So let's say the third person can be person, and let's say the number 5, add booking. Then so this is the queue, and if you process booking, the first one will be Tejishwar. So as it entered first, so it will be processed first. So you can see it will be processed first. The second, third. So if there is no booking, then it shows no bookings in queue. So this is the final output of our project. You can get the link in the description. So you can just go here, and you can also clone the repository. So let's code it. Before that, let's get into linked list and queue data structure. So what is linked list? So it's a simple data structure. So data structure is a way of it's a way of storing data. So you need a structure to store the data. So in linked list, you'll have nodes. So each node will contain data and point it to the next node. So you can see here. So this is the head. So this is the starting node, which has data A, and the next pointing to the next node B. So this node has data B, and it's pointing to another node of data C. So in the ending, the last node will the last nodes next will be none, as it's not pointing to any of the nodes. So this is linked list. It's a simple data structure, and we can. So what is queue? So queue is simply like if you go somewhere to get something, if you wait like for example, you go for the car wash, you need to wait in a queue. The first guy who came first will be served first. So this is simply first in first out. So you can see here first in first out, FIFO principle. It will follow this principle, and the operations are like unqueue. So it's simply appending an item, and DQ is like removing the item. So it's like append and remove easy. And so this is the diagram for that. So for an example, you just added a node with data 12. The pointer is pointing to null because there is no other node. So if you added, you unqueue 24. So 24 will be added next to the 12. So 12 next will be pointing to 24, the second node. And the second node will be pointing to nothing. So it's null simply. And you unqueue 36. It goes same with it. So 24 will be pointing to 36 node 3. And if you want to remove the element from the queue, you need to remove the first node, the first unqueued item. So you'll be removing 12 first. And if you want to print it, you'll just print the data of two nodes. So you can implement queue using linked list data structure. So this is how it will work. So let's go with the coding. Uh, so you just need to create a directory. So I just created Python directory. Then I created a file named datastructure.py. So you just need to have the Python, like you just need to install the Python extension. So it can be Python or Python 3. And let's go with the coding. So first I'll create a class node. So then I will define the constructor in it, self. Then it's so we need to have name and people, number of people. For number of people, I will just simply write people. So we just need to define everything. People. And the nodes next should be also defined. So self dot next. Currently it's none because there is nothing. So make sure first name should be capital, uppercase. So now we will create the main one, queue. So I created a queue. So I will create the constructor for it. So for queue, we won't take anything from user. So I will just like define the head. So it will be none for now. If it's none, it says the queue is empty. So now we will create enqueue. So simply it's like append. Here we need data, data like name and people. So we can create a node and we can do enqueue operation. So I will just write a variable new, and then I will create the node with the name and people which we get from the user. After that, like we need to go with the conditional statements. If self.head is none, so it simply says the queue is empty. In that case, we just need to like append at the beginning self.head equal to new. So we just made the head, if the like just created the queue, and now if it's not empty, it says there is a queue, so there are nodes. We need to like put the new node in the beginning or in the ending. So for the queue, as we discussed, it should be at the ending, so it's like at the rear. So it's the head. So if we want to add a new, if you want to enqueue a new node, it should be after the head. So if it's like one element, it should be at the ending. So we will just take self.head as it changes while we run the while loop. So we can run a while loop here, node.next. So I will just write simply node.next, which says node.next should be true. So after node.next, node equal to node.next. So it says it will like jump one after one. It will go from one node to another node. So finally, node not next. If the node dot next is false, we will like break from the loop. So we'll come out of the loop. So node not next will be the new node. So this is the code for the enqueue. So we can add in like new record using enqueue. So let's go for the dequeue. Dequeue, we don't need anything from the user. So as we don't need any user, we'll just like go with flow if self dot head. If self dot head is none, it says the queue is empty. So if the queue is empty, we can't like dequeue or anything. Like we can only enqueue. We can neither print nor dequeue. So I'll just write queue is empty, simple. Then else, if it's not the case, then of the dequeue we will remove the head. So node equal to self dot head, where self dot head equal to node dot next. So it will just like change the pointers and it will remove head. So to print, we'll just create a print one. So we don't need to take any input from the user side, and to be easy, we will like take a queue, which is a list. So if self.head is none, so again we'll just print the thing. It's like let's say queue is empty, same thing. Else, so we'll do the same thing. Self.head. We'll take self.head in the node. We'll do the same while condition. So I'll just write node here. Just like need to go through the last point, right, until the node is true. So I'll just print the node. Like I can either print everything, or I will like simply skip things. So just like append in the queue. So queue here is a list, so I will just write queue dot append, and here we'll do string. And I'll create a string which will consist of node.data. So node dot first, like status, nothing but name, and booking of, so number of people. So number of people, node dot people. Simple. Then we just need to do the same thing, node equal to node dot next. Easy. Then like after breaking with the while loop, we will just like print like we can just return, we can just print the queue. Here it's list. So these are the functions. So first we created a node class which has a constructor which will take the name and people from the user side. Then we'll have the pointer none. Then in the queue class, we created a constructor of class head, which will be none for temporarily if like we'll like replace an enqueue dq. So in enqueue, we'll create a new node using the node class. Then we will just check whether the self.head head is empty. If self.head head is empty, we'll just like create the self.head head. And if not, we'll like go and reach the end and like tail of the linked list. Then we'll add the new one. So in the DQ one, if the subroute head is none, we'll just simply print queue is empty, or else we will like take the node as self.head head, then we will like simply replace it with like replace it with this next node. In the print one, we will take a list, additional additional storage, and if the cellblock head is none, we'll just simply print queue is empty. Else, we will take the like we will do the same thing in a enqueue, but we will just append while we are like iterating through it. Then after all, like we will just return the queue. So after, I don't like want to code the GUI. It will take like too much of time. So I will simply write the test run. So for it, we will make this. So this will ensure that this following code, the like next lines will be run only if we run this file. So if we import the node or queue, like two classes from this file, this won't be like in the terminal. This won't be in the terminal. So let's go through it. Like we need to create an object. We'll just say object, and here we will just create a queue. So we created a queue. So after that, we will run a while loop, while true. So here we will take the menu. So we will make a menu driven thing. Make sure it's here. So here say menu, and the first one will be like add a booking, and the second one will be process a booking. The third one will be show bookings. And the fourth one will be exit. So we also need to mention the exit, so user can like exit from the menu driven program. So now we will print the menu. This is a doc string, so it will like make our task easy. After that, we will take input from the user. So let's say A is the variable which will store the input from the user. We'll take the input. We just write enter a number. So A will store the input from the user. So if A equal to A is 1, then we will like start the things. So we need to take input from the user. So it's like obj dot enq. We need to do enq operation here. We'll take the input from the user, which can be a string. So enter name. The first one should be name. It follows order name. Uh, then the second one will be and also a string input. It will have the people enter number of people. So it will ask the two things. And yeah, if A equal to 2, we need to perform DQ. We'll just do DQ operation. So the DQ operation will just like we don't need to give anything. Process a booking. And if A equal to 3, so 3 is show booking, so we just need to go with the print one. So obj dot p is capital print. We will, as we are running, we use return, so we just need to print the things. Here I used return. Like if you want to use this code for your GUI, return will works good. Return is best for that thing. Like if it's 4, then we simply break from the loop. Say thanks for using my code. Else, like then we will just write invalid input and invalid input. That's it. Try again. We can like try again. So that's for now. So this is the whole code for the restaurant booking. So we just run this thing. It's taking a little time. So here I have a Python ideally. So I'll just write py data structure dot py. So it will start the program, and you can see here there is a menu, add a booking, then process a booking, then show bookings, and you can simply exit from the while loop. So here I will start with 1. So I will add the booking, let's say Tej, then people, let it be 3. So it's added, and we'll go with the 1. So name will be Naidu, then say 4. So 2 bookings are added. So if you want to see the bookings, we'll just simply click 3. So 3 says show bookings. So we'll click 3, enter, and you can see here page booking of 3, Naidu booking of 4. So you can see the bookings here in a list format as we are writing a list, and you can do further like to make it more interactive. You can perform a for loop and like print each items like single. If you want to process a booking, so we'll simply type 2, enter. So 1 processed a booking. So which so by the queue, this booking should be processed first, as we entered it first, so this will be processed first. So if you want to see bookings, we'll enter 3, so you can see the bookings. So from here, this is like processed first, as it entered first, this is processed first. And now you can have this one, so you can again add, let's say, person, and people can be 5. So if you want to see again, you can see here, after this booking the person booking is being added, so it will be like shown after it. So if you want to process again, enter 2, and if you want to see the bookings, enter 3. You can see the bookings here. This is how it will work. And if you want to exit, simply click 4, exit. That's it. If you want me to, like, I will revise the code here. So first we created a node class, like to get the like to create a node for the linked list, and in the queue next we created a class queue. Then we created a constructor for the self.head. Then we created a function for unqueue, which is like simply appending in like new node. So creating a new node using node class. Then we will do the same things, like we will just simply append, but at the beginning, like if the self.head is none, then we will just replace the self.head. If it's not, then we will like append at the rear, so the ending. And if you want to perform dequeue, we don't need any input from the user. If it's empty, the queue is empty, we'll just print the queue is empty. Else, like we will do take out the head. So it's like first element, so we'll take out that head. And if you want to print, I just created a list queue, and if it's empty, I will just like print queue is empty. Else I'll just append each node, like from string formatting. Then I will simply return the queue, and this is like the test run. So here you can see I made a while loop. First I created an object, then I made a while loop, then I used a menu. I printed the menu. I like getting input from the user. Then I like created conditional statements. So for NQ, for DQ, and to just show the booking, and like to write here break. So that's how it will work. So that's it for now. You can get the GUI code from here, from the GitHub. So this is my GitHub. You can search Tejeshwar001. So you'll get into my GitHub. You can search here. Make sure you star and fork if you want to use the code. So this is the final GUI. So we made the data structure. So GUI is like we made it using tkinter. So that's it for now. Thank you. So thank you very much.